So, we're doing something very basic today when it comes to rigging, and we're just making a face which is able to do that. It's just eyes moving around. Now to do that, you're going to end up with something in the node view which looks like this.
Oh,
That's really complex.
that's why I
Yeah, scary, complex,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of stuff. Don't worry, it is in fact just the same technique repeated over and over again. Guys, please. And it just works based on hierarchies, okay? We're gonna draw some stuff in there, and then I'm gonna take you on a view of what the node view actually does. But just to warn you, it looks very complicated. It will actually be very simple, hopefully, by the time we're done today. Okay? So, I'm gonna start a new file, get rid of all this. Let's call it 2. Yeah, sure, we'll save what we had before. And then in your files, I want you to create a new palette, okay? And I need you to call it whatever you're seeing, and add colors in it for line, cutter, tag, and alpha. So go into your new TOONBOOM file and add swatches to it called line, cutter, alpha, and tag. Timeline just to head. And I want you on there just to draw the shape of a head. And this is very important, use the shape tools. Do not use the brush, use the shape tool. I'm going to use a rectangle.
Sorry.
I'm going to make it reasonably thick. And I'm going to edit this using the tools we learned about last time, just to make a head shape. Now if you had turnaround sheets for your characters done, you would import those in and you would be drawing on top of that, but we're just going to freestyle it for today. I want you to just draw the outline like this, use the shape tool, do not fill it in with anything yet, please. Up in the top right hand corner of your canvas, click on that and find the option that says node view, and then click on that option. So there is a plus up there.
Yeah.
Click on that and there's a drop down menu. Find the one which says node view. NODE view. There's not a lot of stuff going on here. This is a good chance to work out what the node view is itself. This is just a long flowchart displaying the way that we add edits to our various drawing layers before eventually they end up in the display node at the bottom. The display node is what is shipped off to the movie theaters and to the YouTube screens and the TV screens, your animation. So there's a flowchart. This information feeds in from the top and then hits this bit at the bottom, and that is what is exported out. Is everyone familiar with the concept of a flowchart? Yeah, good, because that is what this is based on. We are going to then go down to your timeline view, and you should see again in the top right corner of that window there a plus. Click that and find the one which says Node Library. It might be that your one already has a Node Library tab there. If it does, just click on that and that will pop out the Node Library for you. It's called a peg. It's just a node called peg. There will be other ones there which are different types, don't worry about them. Just drag in the one which is called peg, and I'm going to drag from the bottom this green box here and connect it to the head layer. There. I'm just going to rename it to head peg. There.
Yellow box on the green bit.
On the green one, yeah. A handle. Winston? Winston?
This is as quiet as I go.
Yeah, I know, that's an issue.
Oh,
So the
okay.
purpose
I'll
of
give
a
it a minute.
peg is it's almost a handle that you use to hold onto various different drawing layers that you have around in your document, and then you can manipulate them all at once. In the same way you might create groups in Photoshop to move around a whole section of layers in one go, you use a peg. Think of a peg similar to attaching a Split pin. Did any of you, when you were younger, do that kind of primary school thing where you draw like all the limbs of a teddy bear and you attach them together with a split pin and then it rotates around points? Pegs are kind of like these pins that you're attaching together the various elements of your animation, and then you use those to rotate and move around the various objects. By the time you're done with your rig, you're going to have pegs nested in other pegs, nested in other pegs, giving you a huge amount of control over the way things move around, but also the purpose of these is to connect elements together. So when you move the shoulder, everything connected to the shoulder peg will also move, including the hand, including the arm, including the elbow. Okay?
So why is there two heads there? TVG and then...
Head TVG is the drawing layer on which you've drawn your head, and head peg is just the label for the peg which controls the head. We are going to attach every element of the head, including the eyes, the nose and mouth, to the head peg. So whenever you rotate the head, all of the detail on the head also moves with it. Now that we've got this simple setup, and I just want to make sure that everyone has this set up here like this. Yeah, everyone's looks like this. We're going to go back to our timeline and we're going to create a bunch of layers all at once. Going to click on the Create Drawing Tool layer, and we are going to make the series of layers as follows. What should we start with? We'll start with the eye.
Oh.
I'm going to make a layer called F_I, and now F means forward. I'm going to create a layer called F_pupil. I'm going to create a layer called F_pupil highlight. F_upper lid.
How are you doing different ones? What are you pressing?
So when adding layers, if you just hit enter or you click add, it adds the layer, but it doesn't close the window, so you can add multiple ones at once. F lower lid. And then what should we do? Oh, then F_brow. And for that one, I'm going to do add and close. So we now have a huge amount of layers added in. So to go through them again, there's F_eye, F_pupil, F_pupil highlight, F_upper lid, F_lower lid, F_brow. Now the F in all of that stands for front, that is so you can differentiate between the two eyes that you make. One will be front, one will be back. If you're doing a character head on, you would use L and R, obviously for left and right.
Do we connect them all to the head?
It should automatically connect to the head peg, as you can see with these green lines leading up. Now, adding them all in, it creates all of the drawing layers on top of each other in the node view, which isn't very easy to read. So I'm going to drag my mouse to select all of them. And you see this free box icon up here along the top. Does everyone see that? If you click on that and just hit OK, it will move things out, spread it out into a lovely, nice, clean diagram for you. Make sure you've all got your stuff set up like that.
Okay. How do you even find the peg? Is it?
Is this one here? Up there?
Oh yeah, lovely. Okay, cool. Peg is up there.
So what you might want to do, because you've got your node library open here instead, what you want is node view there,
Oh right.
and node library is down here.
Oh okay, yeah.
See?
Oh thank you.
I missed how to add here the layers.
So it's this button here,
Oh, okay.
and you just start typing in.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, what button was it?
So F-I,
Oh, the little
people,
tiny
people highlight,
bloody thing.
upper lid, lower lid, and brow. Okay. Now some of yours have not automatically added these to the peg there. Do not worry yourselves about it just yet. We will get back to that now, because now we're going to go back to the camera tab.
Yeah, I've done
And
it.
we're going to start drawing the elements. Now I want you to see carefully how I'm drawing each of these elements here. First, for the eye, I'm making sure I'm on the eye layer. I'm just drawing a circle to make the eye. I'm going to make it not perfectly circular. Now I'm going to go into the pupil layer. I'm going to draw the pupil. Again, on its own separate layer. Pupil highlight is when I'm going to add my first new color.
Oh.
And then add a little thing there. Now it is the eyelids which are the most different than what you would expect. Because we are going to create these long, tall boxes, like so here. So that is what the upper lid drawing should look like. I'm going to go in and just add a little curve to it. And on the lower lid, I'll do the same but the other way. And then for the brow, I'm just going to use a line. Like this. And give it a little bit. So just again, so the eye is a perfect circle on its own. Pupil is another just regular circle. Pupil highlights its own circle. But the upper and lower lids, we create these large boxes, these rectangles that continue off the edge of the face. It's very important that the shape you create extends past the edges of the eye here and past the edges of the head vertically.
Timeline goes. Yeah, but
Okay,
I
let me see if I can fix that for you, because you've managed to drag it out of the window there. So this might break it.
I'm sorry.
And you want to make sure you're on camera, not drawing.
Thank you.
Camera.
Yeah, the camera view shows you what the animation camera is seeing. The drawing will show you just what that drawing looks like. So if you're on a blank layer, it's just empty.
Okay.
Okay, then this is the eye. Pupil.
So when you're doing all of this stage, you have to be on camera. Are you ever on drawing?
I very rarely find drawing useful.
Oh, okay.
Camera's much better. When you've done that, I'm going to add a colour for whatever skin tone you use. I'm making a goblin, so I'm going to make it a green. And start going from colouring the things. I'm going to colour the head. Oh, I've made a mistake here. I'm going to colour the head. I'm going to colour the eye.
And why do you delete the head and then put it back again?
Don't worry about that, it's because I had it set up a little differently.
Oh, okay.
The pupil is going to be coloured in. The pupil highlight is already coloured in. And the upper lid and lower lid, I'm just colouring in that skin tone. There.
Oh, hang on. So the top bit it didn't colour in the line, but the bottom bit it did. Is that for us?
That's that line there.
Yeah.
That is the eyebrow, so that's a different line.
Oh, okay.
You ready with me?
Oh, that's brown. Oh, no.
Oh yeah, the eyebrow, because he was showing me like why.
Yeah. I was looking for the ball, but it's not brown.
Which is just a line, isn't it?
You'll see like really beyond.
And
It might have to touch the edge of the box, because his one's touching the. I don't know if that's important.
oh, this one should go this.
No, I mean like the eyebrows like on the edge of the box.
It's pupil highlight.
Oh,
So it's if you want to add a little
pupil
shine to the
highlight.
eye.
oh, okay. I thought this one. Okay. Should I add something?
I don't know, he added a white dot, but the white dot's kind of gone now.
White dot.
Yeah, there was a white dot.
Should I add a white dot?
You know when you added that white dot for the pupil bit,
Yeah.
for the shine bit, why? Because now you coloured it white, it's gone anyway.
If you look very closely.
Oh.
But let's say, you know, because we're making a goblin, I make the eye yellow. So that the
Okay,
yellow
yeah.
has
It's all in the details.
Head.
Yeah.
But if I want to color the head, cross everything, even this.
Yeah, but that's because we've got this layer selected, which means just whatever layer
Oh
we're on.
yeah, so then you have to
Oh.
select the
Yeah.
eye layer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank you.
But hang on, so if, but then it shouldn't colour the eye in though, should it?
Which one is the eye?
Pupil, maybe that one. Maybe not.
Maybe I'm going to do this.
Oh yeah, put it behind. 'Cause
Chris, you here, yeah? You two at this stage now? You got things coloured in? Did
no
we?
comment.
Yeah, I just. Sorry, I just tried to. Oh,
Because
Do
the
you press space and then
oh, thank you. This one doesn't.
because the bottom of the eye isn't covered.
even though it's
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so you just coloured. Oh, okay, because it was on the
It
wrong
wasn't
thing
coloured.
again.
Make sure I'm
Oh,
on the
okay.
Thank you.
okay. What for you to do? But if you see on the right hand side of where you're drawing, there are these three icons here. Don't worry about the first one, but you should have one selected, which looks like two sheets of paper on top of each other with an L next to it, which is for the line art layer. Okay, this means that everything you've drawn is on the line art layer. What I need you to do now is to go in and using the black selection tool, just select the colours that you have, like so. Copy them with Control C, delete them with the delete key, and then paste them onto the colour layer. It's very important you are only copying across the colours and not the line art. So just to show you, I'm going onto the eye. I'm selecting just the yellow from the line art layer, deleting it, and I'm pasting it on the colour art layer. Pupil and pupil highlight, you probably won't need to worry about doing this for because they are so small. If you find yourself unable to select something, just make sure you're on the right layer and right art layer as well.
What's the purpose of doing that?
It'll make sense.
Because that man, if you've drawn like a full-blown character with colours and all this kind of stuff, that would be really annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. It would
So you have to do this all the time.
When you make a new thing, the purpose of Rig 2D animation is you do a lot of front load.
Oh.
Are you pressing on the keyboard?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you pressing?
Control C. I'm not gonna do this then. Delete.
What?
Okay. Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's no, I just found it and I keep
What
playing
is-
with it. I have no idea what on earth it's actually for. It looks weirdly dangerous, but the Mad Max fidget toy. Hey, you guys got the other colours transfer?
God, that is a lot of.
Hey, you guys got the other colours transfer?
God, that is a lot of.
This is a horrible, awful, ugly face which doesn't look very much like a face at all because we've got these big overlapping squares and stuff around it. To start with, I'm just going to hide the upper and lower lid while we focus on rigging the pupil inside the eye. Once I do that, I'm going to go over to the node view, and you'll see we've got all of these setups here. I'm going to drag in a few key nodes we are going to be using repeatedly throughout this bit. I'm going to drag in my node library. I'm going to set up a dummy setup over here so I can copy and paste it. I'm going to drag in a peg. I'm going to drag in a line art layer, a color art layer, a composite, and a cutter. So that is a peg, a line art, a color art, a composite, and a cutter. Now there's a few more we'll use when we get onto limbs, but we're just going to worry about the face for today. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this peg, I'm going to copy and paste it to create another one. I'm going to call it iPeg.
How do you copy and paste it?
Just Control C, Control V.
Control C and Control.
Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I'm going to take these green lines, I'm going to disconnect them from the eye and the pupil. I'm going to connect them to this new peg here.
Harry, how do you rename it?
You click on that yellow box there, and then it pops up and you can change it as well. I'm going to copy that peg again.
Okay.
I'm going to create another peg called pupil. You will notice that in a lot of rigging there is a peg for just about every single drawing layer you do, name something roughly the same. For that, I'm going to connect it like this. So we're creating this hierarchy where every time the eye moves, everything connected to the pupil peg moves. And every time the pupil moves, the pupil highlight moves. Do you see this like descending hierarchy we've got here? The head peg controls everything. The eye peg controls everything in the eye. The pupil peg controls everything in the pupil.
Boy, I can see that getting so confusing when we've got like our character.
We haven't even started yet.
Oh, don't say that.
So you see again, it's that flow chart of authority. Head, eye, pupil. Okay? If we move the pupil at any point, the pupil highlight moves with it. If we move the eye at any point, the pupil highlights and the pupil move with it. If we move the head at any point, the brow, the lower lid, the upper lid, the eye, the pupil highlight, and the head all move with it. So it's just gradually increasing groups of things to move around. Now that we've got them grouped together, it's time to start going about doing actual rigging. Now the main purpose of this first technique that we're doing is you see the pupil here. If I want to move this around, so I go to my layer tool and I start moving around, I can just move it anywhere and it disappears, it doesn't disappear when it reaches the edge of the eye, it just carries on.
Do you
So we're
mean
gonna set up,
transform tool, not layer tool?
this one here. This one.
Is that a yeah, you said layer tool. So I was just checking.
Excuse me. So you see when I move this around, in an ideal world, when it reaches the edge here, it will disappear. This pupil will only exist inside the eye. In order to do this, we are going to use these nodes that we dragged in here before. First thing I'm going to set up, I'll drag this part a little bit. I'm going to take the eye, and I'm going to add, by holding down Alt, the line art node in between. I'm going to add the composite there beneath that, and then the color art as well.
How do you make those lines connect?
Just dragging between the boxes here. So I take the eye, I attach it to a line art and a color art node, and I feed that back into a composite before it reaches the final composite at the bottom there. Sorry, repeat your question.
No, we've
for me.
lost where to add the pegs
yeah,
because
the
we're trying to
blue
find
ones
So you
the
click on this plus.
oh the plus.
Oh,
Node
yeah,
library.
node.
There you
Oh,
go.
Uh huh.
and
So it's line art, which you search at the top here. This one there.
I need to.
Yeah, just drag on. Color art.
Oh, yeah, I need to write here.
This one there. Composite.
Composite. Isn't here?
No, you need to.
Oh, okay.
Peg and cutter. Yeah, so these are all of the nodes we're going to be using today. So it helps just to keep them off to the side, and then you can copy and paste them instead of searching for them each time down here.
Okay, I just need to copy and paste those.
Yeah. So you're going to take the eye layer. Where have you got that? Over here. You're going to drag this composite, or copy and paste it. And now holding down Alt, drag it into this blue line.
Here.
Yeah, and you see that. Yeah, perfect. Now, drag it a bit down so we have some more room. Yeah. Now we're going to do the same, but this time with the line art layer, and drag it in between the eye and that new composite.
Here.
Yeah. And now copy and paste the color art layer. And just drag it over next to it. And you're going to connect those by dragging these blue boxes like that. Yeah, yeah.
Here, from here. Up. Here.
No, do it from the top there. You see the one at the bottom?
Oh, here.
Yeah. Like that. And then do the same from that into the composite.
Right from to the composite.
No, from color art into
from-
composite. Put it on the right side. Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
thank you.
Okay, so the purpose of this is to separate out those two layers into individual entities that we can make changes on. Now I want you to do the exact same setup now, but this time underneath the pupil highlight and pupil layer. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a... Oh, I forgot to copy and paste mine. Hold on. Composite. Can be very useful just to keep a stock of the nodes that you're using off to one side so you can copy and paste them from there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a composite and I'm going to connect both the pupil and the pupil highlight layer to it like that. There. And from this, I'm going to take the cutter tool, which we imported. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste that. And this time I'm going to put it in between that composite I just created and the final composite at the bottom here. So it goes pupil, with the pupil highlight and the pupil drawing layer, feed into a composite which feeds into a cutter. And once I've got that, you should see it's got the little mask icon on the far left. I'm going to connect that to the color art layer from your eye that you've just set up there. See, it creates a little dotted line between there, and then double click on that mask to make it look like a white one there. Now the purpose of this, I can show you, it means that this, everything connected to the pupil peg, now only exists where the color art layer exists in your eye. It is only able to move around in the space where the color art is. So now if I drag it off to the side, you see it can't be seen anymore. If I drag it onto the edge of the eye, it appears there. So that is the purpose of this setup here. So we've separated out the eye into line art and color, which then allows us to use just the color layer as the mask for the pupil and pupil highlight.
So how, like, if we've done like, let's say a whole person, how are we gonna know what connects to what?
By naming everything.
But I mean, as in like, I mean, if you haven't told us, we wouldn't know where they went.
Shall I show you the? Hold on.
Hang on. So we've gone. Okay.
Alright, I think there's something.
It ends up looking like ginormous stuff like that.
Alright, I think something's wrong with the eye.
Group them inside their own composites.
Okay, so
you
like
can-
a
you can
palette or
separate
like
them
a
out.
thing.
Yeah, hide them.
Okay, so you can have the bird one, you can have
Yeah.
the person one. Okay. How would you do that?
Well, we'll do that at the very end, but you just select everything. You do a group selection with composite, and it changes it all to just be one of these. Which then you can click on to
that's
expand and go
good.
look inside, but the
Right.
outwardmost look at it, you wouldn't have to worry about.
And am I right in saying that? I mean, well, I don't know if they do cross over by mistake, like you connected it and then then you find out, oh no, the pupil's that side and then the eye is that side. Does it matter?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say, like her eye was on the left
Yeah.
and then the pupil was on the right. Would
That-
it matter?
All that matters is where the lines connect to, not where
Yeah.
they're physically positioned in.
Okay,
in
that's
space.
good then.
It's just for ease and memory that I tend to group the stuff as much together as I can.
So, because you were saying like I'll put them all together, they don't technically really have to be together as long as they're
No.
connected in the right places. Okay, that's good.
Oh, how to do that line?
This one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just drag from this
Yeah.
up into the bottom of the color up.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, and make sure you double click on it so it turns to have a white background, because then you're inversing the mask.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Alright, is everyone's eyes moving right? If you go onto the drawing tab and select your eye using the transform tool, you press B and you should see it's shaded yellow a little bit. That means you're moving the peg. If you move it around, does everybody stay inside the bounds of the colour of their eye?
Hang on, what's the drawing tab?
Sorry, the camera tab.
Oh, camera.
My eye is gone.
Yes, it is.
Oh, your pupil's gone.
I am. I'm looking.
What you might have is that you have the eye itself appearing in front of the pupil.
Oh, you mean the layers are in the wrong place, the wrong order?
And if we the pupil is
Oh, how are you doing
so
that?
your pupil, that's just the, I'll show you when we get back to it. So you've got the pupil plugged in on the furthest right. That is the most behind, so we're going to plug it in a few rows
Oh,
down
wow.
so it's in front of there.
Okay.
And yeah, then the head must stay at the back. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
So
fine.
if we select this, press B to select the peg. Yeah, there you go. You see it clips off at the edge. There.
Oh, thank you.
Now, have you noticed when you use it, if you move it with the pupil highlight, it very clearly extends a bit further into the line than it should. There's that overlap. This is a huge pet peeve of mine, and I hate it, but it's very easily remedied. Where if you go into node view, as many of you have discovered, the order in which things plug into a composite is very important. Okay, so on the leftmost side, that is the very front portion, and on the rightmost side, that is the very back. What we're going to do is take that pupil composite that we have here. See this line here, which represents our entire pupil. I'm going to unplug it from that, and I'm going to plug it into the eye composite up here, behind the line art layer, but in front of the color art layer. I'm inserting it in between those two areas. Now this means that my eye appears behind the line art, but in front of the color art. You see that little sneaky shortcut we get by instead of going directly down, we instead go up and then through there. Everybody click save. And-
yeah.
No, the best donut to me is a good old fashioned sugar ring. No need to get fancy with it. A good old Krispy Kreme original glazed.